Hey everybody, it's Joey, Valley TCG. Hope everyone's having a good day, good week. So today I am going to be going through some prices in OP 01 through 08, just to see where prices are today. And, we've obviously seen a lot of craziness in some of the other TCGs. And if you rewind the clock back 12 months, all that craziness was focused on One Piece last year. Now, this year, things are a little bit different. So we're going to go through that. Now, before I do that, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also, by the way, I do still have my 300 subscriber giveaway ongoing. Please go to the video that's, I think, starts with 300 subscriber giveaway. If you do want to enter, I'm giving out, some nice goodies. I think they all add up to like over $50 in value. So definitely enter, just like and comment on that video. Anyways, all right, guys. So we're going to be talking a little bit about One Piece prices. I think we're just going to primarily go with booster box prices, and then we're going to talk about, why you should or maybe you should not buy the set. So OP08, this is kind of the set that no one really asked for. It doesn't really fill a great place in the meta right now. It was not meta defining like 05, 06, 07 were. And 08, it just did not really have great cards. So I actually talked about this in one of my earlier videos when we were looking at pre-order prices. Pre-order prices for this is over $100. I mean, I was saying that around after the reprint, which happened around this time frame, this thing was going to just capitulate in price, and indeed, that's exactly what happened. So, look, I mean, someone's buying 10 booster boxes for under $750. That's absolutely crazy right now. But I would have to say there's at least decent flow through for this set. So it looks like you're maybe a little bit over a case and a half, 2 cases like this, like today. So there is a chance that over time we kind of flush out all this inventory, right? I mean, look at this, $3 for shipping. Just buy this, right? Buy it from Tabletop Village. It looks like these guys are just selling it pretty much at cost from Bandai. So they're not making really very much money at all. So as a result, there's a lot of inventory dumping going on. If you just want a cheap rip, I mean, wow, another 41 over here, another 33 over here from Full Grip. Yeah, I mean, look, if you're just looking to get a cheap rip, just to scratch that itch, definitely OP08, that's your go-to. This is the OP04 of the second year of One Piece. And I mean, if we just look at card prices, this is the biggest problem, right? No one wants the Rayleigh card. It's just not that exciting. $300. I think that's as low as Usopp in OP03 reached to. And I think Usopp had a nice bounce thereafter. So that could happen here. And I think it's interesting because some of the other arts, like this art, these types of arts for the SPs, like this is top notch, right? Like this, I mean, it doesn't really get that much worse than this. I mean, the cheapest SP is 40 something dollars. That's a really good price. But I mean, outside of that, I think the problem is just it drops precipitously. No one's ripping for the SRs. I mean, the alt arts, maybe the Nami a little bit, but alt arts are not like all that great. So, anyways, moving on. OP07. OP07. I mean, we've seen a recovery in this. I think I was telling people to maybe like, all right, 80, 85. This is a reasonable price. If I didn't say that in a video, I was definitely thinking through that. But I'm pretty sure I did. So OP05 or OP07, you do have really nice price acceleration, and that's something that you want to see. And let's just look through the flow through. Yeah, look, I mean, it looks like half a case today so far. Still early. It's not even noon yet here where I am in the middle of America. But throughout the week, there's been a decent amount of flow through, right? Um, definitely a lot of resistance at $91 and 90 some odd dollars. That's people are willing to pay for that. So yeah, I mean, inventory starting to line up. Aside from Devastation, guys, I don't know who this dude is, but this dude has so much inventory. Devastation, if you're out there, feel free to reach out. If you're watching this, I don't know how the heck you have so much inventory. I know other people are looking to buy from you. So anyways, all right, moving onwards. Oh, and actually, I should say before we move onwards, there are two cards that are carrying the set. Nami, as always, over close to $100. This is what I think. This is my favorite Nami card out of the SPs that we've seen so far. And then and Boa Hancock. Yeah, you know the art isn't that great, but it is still Boa. I mean, they could have made this like $1,500 card. I guess they just didn't go for it. Anyways, all right, moving onwards. EB01. If you guys have EB01, I think you should probably sell some of it right now. At $175 is a really good price. You know, you never know when they're going to reprint the cards that are carrying this set, right? Brook, Cavendish, Laboon. You never really know when they're just gonna like, yeah, you know what, SRs are really expensive. Let's reprint this, right? And yeah, so I think the prices across these cards are a little bit crazy. So and then a very confusing Nami art for all of us. And they never really did a big reprint for this. I don't know if they're going to reprint this. They might when EB02 comes out, but you know, I think 175 is a very reasonable price for people to pay, as well as for people to sell at. And I'm pretty sure the sell through is decent. Yeah, like 180 here, about a case a day. That's decent. That's decent flow through. And then OP06, I've talked about this one previously. I was pumping this one, right? I was on I was putting my I guess my reputation on the line. I was on you guys saying we need to like this is the set to buy because I think at 90 or under 90, I mean, look, it dropped below 90. It was crazy cheap. Crazy cheap. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. This is 300 items sold with that average price of three or $87. So, I mean, even today we're seeing some flow through, right? About a case. Oh wow, yesterday was a nice day, about a case and a half. Beyond that, a lot of you know, a case a day type of things happening. And as soon as we get to December, when people are really uh, scrambling to buy like holiday presents, I mean, this is an absolutely awesome present for people, in my opinion. So at $116, I mean, you know, you're up like 25% from the um, original price that you paid if you bought at the bottom. So look at this, right? $600 for manga art. Lin, which I think is becoming pretty playable right now, $70. The Rebecca SP, this is such a beautiful Rebecca art and definitely highlights her attributes, which is why people like it. And also, you do have this Gecko Moria, which is a very playable card as well. So across the board, a very nice set. I think this is still going to keep accelerating from here. Moving on to OP05. OP05, the darling. You remember last year, guys? Remember around this time? I mean, this thing went crazy. $300 a box. I probably should have sold a little bit more. I sold a few. I should have sold more, but man, what a crazy, crazy, crazy set. Now it's still $200, close to $200, $174 a box, which is pretty good. I'd imagine the flow through here is decent as well. Yeah, okay, exactly. So, wow, this is even better. This is about 2 cases a day. So, yeah, I mean, I think this is even at a higher price point, 2 prices a day. Let's see if inventory is thinning out. All cards, yeah, this guy definitely hoards some. He, to be fair, when he sees sell through, he moves his prices up. So it's not particularly fair to benchmark him at 24 boxes. Um, by the way, all cards, I'm on to you. I'm on to your game if you're listening to this. Anyways, so still a pretty good price. I would still buy here. I think I would still buy here. Um, I think this is a reasonable price. They do have some reprints going through, but I think the first wave of reprints that we're seeing, um, or the continuous reprints that we're seeing, like I'd imagine that's going to move on to some of the later sets, or maybe not. We'll see. OPO4, OPO4 is an interesting one. It's always been around $150 a box. I mean, there was a period. Yeah, I mean, there's not that much sell through. It's around this price, but there's just not that much demand for the set. It was always like a set that people didn't really like. Um, Even during the craze of last year, I mean, it only reached as high as about 200, not even $200 a box, right? So $100 a box around this time last year popped up 200 and then down to 150. So, reasonable. And still some good cards in here. Sabo still a very well loved card, usage wise. So people definitely chase this card. Boa Hancock 135, decent price. I don't know if they're gonna reprint Sabo. If they reprint the Sabo, I mean this set's going to zero. So we'll see. We'll see if they do that. Let's hope they don't, because it doesn't really make sense for them to go back as far to just reprint Sabo. We'll see though. And then Pillars of Strength. So this one has taken a beating, and I'll show you guys why. But okay, flow through about half a case a day, less than that maybe. So Pillars of Strength. The reason for this is twofold, right? I mean, Soga King, no one likes this one. And then the category got reprinted, right? Category got reprinted, and the recent Premium Booster 01 set. I mean, that was pretty much was floating this set. Yeah, so maybe these alt arts, there's some value here, but outside of that, we're not looking at very, very much. When category got ripped, yeah. So unfortunately, unfortunately, like prices have gone down. Hopefully, you guys were able to sell some of this. OPO2. Now, this was interesting, right? So OPO2, people are selling this set 150 a box. I doubt there's gonna be that much flow through. Yeah, half a case a day, maybe less than that in some of the earlier days. Yeah, OPO2, the chase card is obviously the manga ace, and I think it will continue to be the manga ace. I think this card is absolutely beautiful. Maybe outside of that, the card that was holding this up was the Nami. So this didn't get reprinted, so that's good. Magellan, this did not get reprinted as well, so that's good as well. But then also the Newgate, the Edward Newgate SR, that did get reprinted. And Borsellino, of course, which no one uses anymore. But yes, Newgate did get reprinted, and as a result, this went from like $20 a card, yeah, back in August, $15, $20, all the way down to a buck, $2. So, happens when Bandai starts taking valuable cards in earlier sets and reprinting that. That's what really hurts card values and box values. Um, we'll see. We'll see what Bandai does, but I do think that they are making a mistake by reprinting so much of the earlier sets. Um, and then lastly, OP01, the GOAT. I think box prices, if you're just a box collector, I mean, I don't know if this is going to go any lower. This is the classic, right? Everyone wants a box of this. Not too much flow through. I mean, it is relatively expensive, a couple of boxes a day, but still, I mean, people are hoarding this for a reason. They're still reprinting a little bit of this at the official Bandai stores, but those just get eaten up like pretty quickly. And then of course, Blue Wave, Wave 1, Blue Bottom, the classic, so nice. $1,000 a box, 1,200 a box. So if you're a true collector of One Piece, that's what you want to hold on to. Card prices decent, right? Nami's still pretty good. Zoro's still pretty good despite all the reprints. Law still pretty good. So still, good chase cards in this set. I do think that it's healthy that we've started seeing normalizing box prices, maybe across the board, so that if you're a new player, you are going out there and you're able to pretty much pick up a case or at least one box of every single set for a reasonable price. And as a result, you're able to make your collection look great. So I think that is a good thing. I think that said, Bandai should have some guardrails around reprint strategy. You do not want this to go into an era where people are all fire selling at the same time that, people naturally move on from a game, right? So, people really like this game. People really, really, really like One Piece. So I think the gameplay is fantastic. You just want to make sure that people are not walking away from the game, and you're not forcing people away from the game, whether you're a collector or whether you're a player. So that's all I had, guys. Remember to again go and comment on the earlier video of the giveaway, 300 subscriber giveaway. I would love to have more entrants there. And then that's it. That's it from me. Oh, and Bitcoin is close to 100,000. I think that's what's really impacting um, Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. I thought it would have an impact on One Piece as well. I guess it hasn't so far. And maybe we'll see that a little bit later if crypto prices still remain pretty high. So that's it. OP09 is coming out soon. Looking forward to that. Hopefully you guys are as well. I think that's going to be a pretty crazy thing. I'd imagine people are saving up money for that set. So I think when that does come out, it should bring up prices across the board for One Piece. That's my suspicion. It happened with 05. Should happen again with 09. Anyways, that's it. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'll talk to you guys soon.